So let's find out how this supervillain team became the start of a running joke. As I said a few episodes ago, we begin with the Justice League defeating Lex Luthor.
Won't protect you any longer. No!
You're usually more careful, Lex. You slipped up.
And you're going down hard.
As Luthor tries to escape, he has a seizure and crashes his escape craft, with Superman taking him to a hospital. At the hospital, Lex learns some rather disturbing news. He's got a rare form of cancer, caused ironically enough by the constant exposure to kryptonite. And this was something I maybe should have brought up in the Tabula Rasa episode. From this point on, Lex having this cancer is a subplot brought up during any episodes with him in. The giant green suit that you see him wearing Tabula Rasa is what holds the cancer at bay. In prison, Luthor is annoyed enough by Ultra Humanite that he somehow turns their TVs into a video phone.
Humanite! How can you stand that caterwauling?
Music is one of the meager pleasures I'm allowed in here.
Perks of being an evil genius, I guess. Ultra Humanite takes Luthor's offer to spring him from jail, somehow electrocuting the guards through their shoes. Not quite sure how that works, but let's continue. Being able to escape both the cops and the League, Luthor and Ultra Humanite gather a cadre of other villains. Cheetah, Copperhead, The Shade, Solomon Grundy, and Star Sapphire to form the Injustice Gang, intent on doing one thing.
Destroy Superman and the Justice League.
Their first attempt on the League goes badly for both sides. Copperhead manages to poison Batman, but is also caught by the League. Of course, this seems a little stupid, but we'll get to that later. Luthor berates his gang and is almost killed by Grundy until the Joker shows up, reminding me so much of that scene from The Dark Knight. Joker states that they need his help, an interesting thing to note as Batman said the same thing during Secret Origins, as he plucks a bat tracker off of Luthor.
Maybe so, but I know something you don't know. I know how the bat thinks.
Being a bit of a... how would Joker put it? Oh yes, Bat Boob, Batman goes to face the Injustice Gang alone, while still being weakened by the poison. So of course he gets his ass handed to him. The Injustice Gang seals Batman up in a twofold set of restraints, keeping him from moving or contacting Jean, whilst Luthor begins tinkering with Batman's utility belt, and also not listening to the Joker when he tells him that he should take out the Batman now. Batman, of course, isn't trapped no matter what they do, as he begins to mess with the Injustice Gang members. He gets Grundy and Humanite to fight each other over their share of Luthor's promised payment.
More than me? Preposterous.
Is it?
And when Cheetah is left alone with him, he talks to her about how she became what she is, until this happens.
Too much curiosity can be dangerous.
Maybe I like danger.
Do you?
Try me.
And for all we know, Batman just got laid. Luthor unlocks Batman's belt and finds the remote for entry into the Watchtower, which seems a little more suburban family instead of super organization, but hey, who am I to judge? Shade, Sapphire and Grundy go to the Watchtower and knock out Jean, also planting a bomb on the Watchtower, whilst Luthor has another attack and asks Ultra Humanite for help. For another fee, of course. Superman and Flash try to get information out of Copperhead, but fail to, and instead return to the Watchtower. Jean warns them of a bomb being on the tower, and are helped in locating it by a mysterious phone call. His plan having failed infuriates Luthor, which of course doesn't go well in keeping the others around.
No! We can still win if we lure them here. I have a plan, but we've got to stick together.
Grundy, not that dumb.
All right then, triple!
Joker attempts to kill Batman, but is stopped by Grundy, who Batman then tricks into helping him get free. Ultra Humanite gives Luthor a containment suit which will hold his cancer at bay, whilst Luthor states that there must be a traitor in the group, all of the blame falling on Cheetah.
Grundy, the pretty kitty's all yours.
No, it wasn't me! You've got the wrong one! Wait!
I'm sure she's fine. Really? I mean, it's a kid's show, right? The League attacks and everything seems to be going well for them until Luthor appears and reveals his new weapon, this really over-the-top looking set of armor. However, Ultra Humanite appears and hits a kill switch, deactivating the armor and surrenders. He was the traitor all along. Joker attempts to kill the still restrained Batman, but of course...
No fair! How'd you get free?
I could have escaped any time, but I thought I'd stick around to keep an eye on you clowns.
You're despicable.
As they're all being taken away, Ultra Humanite talks with Batman, having made a deal with him.
You'll keep our bargain?
Yes. Double what Luthor was paying.
What was that all about?
And what does Ultra Humanite use the money for?
This program was made possible by a grant from the Ultra Humanite.
Thus ending the episode. Now let's quickly state something here. Yes, that was totally a death scene. Cheetah was not meant to be seen after that. It was only due to an animation error that she lived. This episode pulled something so hardcore I'm not even sure how to think about it. However, as I said last episode, it can be trickier to find flaws the deeper onto this list we go, as some stand out, but others are a little more subtle. However, in this episode, the flaws stand out pretty hard within what is an otherwise great episode. First off is simply Batman acting all gung-ho when even he wouldn't normally be stupid enough to try and find a set of villains who are more powerful and outnumber him whilst he's still weakened. And why wasn't Jean tracking him? Given that Batman was able to contact Jean despite being on the Watchtower, you'd assume Jean would have thought to keep an eye on Batman given his condition so he'd know if he was taken down. And similarly, why doesn't Superman use his X-ray vision when they're dealing with Ultra Humanite's fake hostage situation? Why does he knock Ultra Humanite back into the building instead of just subduing him where he stands? This is an underlying problem within the series, where certain powers are overlooked in favour of having a plot run smoothly. And it's not like it doesn't run smooth as milk, but niggling little issues build up to bigger ones soon enough. Like having the backstory to Cheetah being brought up and her character established. She gets more than Hawkgirl or Green Lantern did during Secret Origins. Hell, we won't even learn Hawkgirl's backstory, or at least the one she claims, until the first episode of Season 2. That's 9 episodes after this one, and 26 episodes after she was introduced. This is then a similar issue with the rest of the Injustice gang. All of them haven't been seen before in this universe, so we know so little about them. Whereas they could have tried adding in some third-string villains from either Batman or Superman series, to at least give some time to the other villains they're trying to set up. Issues like that aside, this is still, like many on this list, a great episode to watch. And there will be no injustice to this gang to be placed at number 14. Hey people, and thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the next one of these a full day before anybody else, you can do that by supporting me on my Patreon page. However, if you're watching this on my Patreon page, then thanks for your support.